Menu narration option is set to off.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Cornell Powell. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cornell Powell, 67 yards. And the Bucs are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now we weren't...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his pass is caught. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And he goes out of bounds without getting rid of it. A big loss there, and it goes down as a sack as well. My word, it'll be nothing short of a monstrous loss on the play, and that's here. Out of his end zone, here's Vick. Sliding out of the pocket. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down. Here's Michael Vick. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket. Picked up the first down.
A first down throw coming for Vick. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 36 yards. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for two. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now Wilson on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the... Now the ball comes loose. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cornell Powell with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 84 yards. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both failed.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Powell. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Vic operating on 1st down, being chased out left. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Vic readies to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Marquise Brown, 42 yards. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there for KC. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, Vick. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Michael Vick, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on... Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Oh, into a sea of defenders, have intercepted. Picked off it, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A loss.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Jacob Harris, 35 yards. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Backfires. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Vick. Out to his left. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
So in this case, you think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left. So he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
31's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now here's Vick. Eluding the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Michael Vick with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A big play there just before halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage. This time a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, and he's got it. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It's, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first.
Let's go, baby. Come on with it, man.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an easy first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Wilson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off around the 20, and it's a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll come up now on second and a yard.
Tempo. Get in the weight room. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Here's Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short. Well, a touch unconventional. I don't know that you usually gain yards on first down by a fake field goal. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker all set, and we are set to see the cream of the crop in the AFC as we are underway here with the Ravens and the Chiefs. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll buy some time right, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 44 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Mahomes now to throw. Forced out to his left. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
On first down, Mahomes rolling to his right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And running with power here. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken the lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the two-point try. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. He's going deep for Brown. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Mike Hughes. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
He's checking. Crash.
Now here's Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes flush to his right. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. There he goes left side.
Ooh, he's running.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 64 yards. And the Buccaneers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. And now we've got a stoppage and a timeout here called by the defense. It's their first of this first half as they look to regroup and hopefully stop the two-point conversion coming up. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for two. They'll try and run with Bernard. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
45.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devin White coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Got some real estate inside the 30. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
The sack on 1st down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catch.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 0-0, Mike Green. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson dumps that off to Penny as running back. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
And he stopped immediately there. They go play action with Wilson. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Strip that ball. Jim, hey, Jim. Let's go double count right here. Double point.
There's Wilson to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So that'll back him up 5.
Hey, let's make it a long game.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Sponge. No.
And they'll still try and run for it. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
because
That's
you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
Let's go.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's Jackson. Steps away. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and out.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The sack there by Rasheem Green. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 26 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Here's Myers now to kick it away. On the return is Duvernay. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain. So now
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Now it's Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
We got 3.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 3. Combo. I got one.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 62 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
36 power.
0-0, Mike 3. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. This is Carson. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
14. Run it, run it, run it.